5 perfumes that say you're an elegant woman. Some perfumes whisper sweetness and playfulness, but a few carry something deeper, an aura of refinement that reflects wisdom, strength, and quiet confidence. The distinction is not loud, yet it shapes how people experience your presence. So which story is your fragrance telling? In this video, we'll uncover perfumes that embody true elegance, and I'll share a rarely discussed choice that can transform your entire collection. Number 1. The subtle confidence in aldehydes. Think of aldehydes as the sparkling bubbles in champagne, light, airy, and effervescent. In perfumery, they act the same way, lifting a fragrance so it feels radiant, almost glowing on the skin. They're not heavy or overwhelming on their own. Instead, they add a brightness that makes everything else in the blend shine more vividly. Their story in perfume began with Chanel No. 5 in 1921. That fragrance didn't just become iconic. It redefined what sophistication could smell like. Suddenly, women weren't only wearing perfumes that mimicked flowers. They were wearing a scent that suggested refinement, mystery, and timeless allure. And at the heart of it all were aldehydes. Sometimes, aldehydes get unfairly labeled as too strong or old-fashioned. But the truth is, when used with balance, they're less about boldness and more about radiance. Think of the clean sparkle of freshly laundered linen paired with a soft floral glow. That's the magic aldehydes bring. Picture yourself stepping into a professional gathering. You don't have to introduce yourself with grand gestures. Instead, your fragrance speaks quietly, polished, composed, self-assured. That's what aldehydes offer, a presence that doesn't need to shout, yet lingers with grace. Elegance often isn't about being the loudest person in the room. It's about carrying a strength that's calm, steady, and deeply rooted. Aldehydes capture that spirit perfectly. And while they shine with lightness and sparkle, there's another side of elegance, richer, warmer, more embracing. That's what we'll explore next. Number 2. How woody florals convey depth and grace. Woody florals are a meeting point between two worlds, the tenderness of blossoms and the grounding strength of woods. Florals bring romance, softness, and light, while woods, like cedar, sandalwood, or vetiver, add structure and depth. When combined, the result is a fragrance that feels complete, like poetry balanced with prose. This harmony works because it reflects both sides of elegance, the warmth of openness and the steadiness of maturity. A bouquet alone can be fleeting, sweet, and light. But when rooted in woods, it gains character and stays with you, telling a richer story that unfolds slowly, almost like conversation with someone who reveals more the longer you listen. It's common to hear woody notes described as too masculine, but in truth, they don't take away femininity. They refine it. The woods act like an anchor, keeping the sweetness of florals from floating away. Instead of girlish charm, the fragrance becomes graceful, assured, and lasting. Think of wearing a woody floral to a dinner where you want to feel grounded yet soft, or to a work presentation where you need quiet authority, or even on a peaceful afternoon at a cafe, reading alone. In each moment, the scent reflects your depth without needing to prove anything. Elegance at its core is the balance of warmth with groundedness. Woody florals embody this balance beautifully. And while they bring harmony and depth, some notes go even further, carrying a timeless pull that feels almost eternal. Number 3. The timeless pull of iris and violet. Among the most exquisite notes in perfumery are iris and violet, both powdery, soft, and deeply emotive. Iris, with its buttery texture, often feels luxurious, almost creamy, and is a staple in high-end formulations. Violet, on the other hand, carries a delicate nostalgia, like a faint memory you can't quite place. Because they are subtle and powdery, some diss them as dated or too reminiscent of cosmetics from decades past. But that's a misunderstanding. Their power lies in their ability to connect artistry, memory, and refined femininity all in one breath. They don't shout for attention. They create an aura, one that feels timeless. From a scientific perspective, iris root, known as orris, is among the most expensive raw materials in perfumery. It takes years to mature before it can even be used, which is why fragrances with iris often feel rare and precious. This slow transformation mirrors what true elegance represents: patience, cultivation, and quiet strength. You might choose an iris-forward scent for a reflective evening, perhaps when hosting a formal gathering, or even in those solitary moments of journaling or reading. It's not a fragrance meant to overwhelm. Instead, it works best in subtle diffusion, like a soft veil. True timeless beauty doesn't need to announce itself. It lingers gracefully, just as iris and violet do. And while powdery notes connect us to heritage and memory, another family of notes draws us closer to something even more intimate. Number 4. Why musks work best in gentle layers. Musks are some of the most intimate notes in perfumery, soft, skin-like, and quietly sensual. They carry a clean warmth that feels less like perfume and more like an extension of yourself. That's why many describe musk as the second skin note. A common mistake with musk is applying it too heavily. When overdone, its warmth can turn cloying and lose the subtle beauty that makes it special. The real magic of musk is revealed in delicate layers. When worn lightly, it doesn't shout. It enhances your natural aura, blending seamlessly with your skin chemistry. Think of a light musk on a casual weekend when you're out running errands, or during a quiet evening at home where comfort matters most. It feels familiar yet refined, like slipping into your favorite soft sweater. There's a reassurance in musk that makes it both modern and timeless. From a technical side, musk is one of the most widely used ingredients in perfumery, often serving as the base that gives fragrances their longevity. But beyond function, it creates emotional resonance. It grounds the scent and makes it deeply personal. Elegance, at its heart, isn't about forcing people to notice you. It's about leaving behind a trail of calm assurance, the kind of presence that feels steady and genuine. And while musk comforts and embraces, there's another family of notes that surprises gently, one that sets you apart with quiet originality. Number 5. The hidden sophistication of green accents. Green notes bring a crisp, leafy freshness into perfume. Think galbanum, ivy, basil, or even the snap of freshly cut stems. They carry an herbaceous, almost dewy quality that feels alive and invigorating. At first, some might see green scents as too sharp or too outdoorsy, almost like they belong more in nature than on the skin. But when woven into a fragrance with care, these notes create a refined edge, a signal of individuality and quiet sophistication. They cut through sweetness, balancing it with clarity and poise. Picture yourself at a relaxed lunch with friends or at an outdoor gathering on a mild day. A fragrance with green accents works beautifully here, fresh enough to match the setting, but distinct enough to reflect confidence. Unlike florals or gourmands, which lean into sweetness, green perfumes speak with clarity, calm, modern, and assured. The reason they work so well is because they carry a spirit of subtle rebellion. Choosing green notes says you're not only embracing elegance, you're redefining it. It's a small but powerful shift, moving away from expected choices and instead selecting something that feels bold in its restraint. Sophistication often lives in that quiet defiance, the willingness to take a less obvious path. And just when it seems like elegance has revealed all its layers, there's still one last note waiting, an overlooked choice that brings it all together. Bonus point: the quiet power of resinous notes. Thank you for staying with me until the very end. You are the true heart of this community, and your presence here means more than you know. Resinous notes, amber, myrrh, benzoin, and labdanum, carry depth and warmth with a touch of mystery. Often overlooked, many avoid them, worried they're too heavy or too old-fashioned. But in modern compositions, resins become soft, radiant layers that feel like carrying a piece of history wrapped in elegance. Think of an amber-kissed perfume worn on a cool evening walk, the air crisp, grounding you with every breath. These notes create a cocoon of sophistication, quietly enveloping you in warmth and steadiness. Resins are among the oldest materials in perfumery, used for centuries in temples, rituals, and sacred spaces. They remind us that elegance isn't only about surface, it has roots, continuity, and a story that reaches far beyond the moment. When you wear them, you project calm authority, not through loudness, but through maturity and inner strength. This is elegance that endures. And once again, thank you for reaching this part of the video. It shows that for you, fragrance isn't just about beauty, it's about wisdom, depth, and meaning. If you made it this far, comment the word grace below so I know you're part of this inner circle. Like this video to support the channel, subscribe for daily insights, and share it with someone who would treasure the wisdom of elegant fragrances. Thank you for being part of this journey. It means so much to share these moments with you. A recommended video is waiting on your screen now, guiding you deeper into the world of fragrance. I'll be back tomorrow with more insights created just for you. Until then, stay graceful, stay grounded, and take care.